we are starting the show with, I guess, I don't know, I'm not sure what kind of story this is. So essentially, there is a lady, a mother of 9. Her name is Heidi, and she's 45 years old. And she has left her marriage to be with a 32-year-old Gambian toy boy. Now, she says they met on Facebook, and as far as she's concerned, you know, he messaged her out of the blue, as if obviously he didn't search her out. And although she seems to be in denial about it, there's evidence that she's been, I guess, sending him money, right? And they went, she went to Gambia, she left her kids and went to Gambia. They had this whirlwind of a romance, and now she's planning on marrying him. According to her ex-husband, she's in cuckoo land. She's in denial, she's delusional about this entire relationship, and there's really no love here. And essentially, as far as he's concerned, he's just waiting for the time when he dumps her. Now, the interesting thing with this is how, I don't know if this is real love, like we just hope it is, but assuming it's not, it's wild how committed and how involved you can get with someone who you met on Facebook. On Facebook, and you've changed your life, you've left your children, husband, everything, and you've eloped. I don't know if I'm that kind of love.
For me, I just think it's something that has to be enlightened, because I've spoken about this several times on my DM and to my viewers, is that this is a risk, a big risk that you're taking. One, you don't know solely who this person is, or his background, his family, what he's capable of, the side effects. You don't know. There is side effects when you meet strangers, because you don't know what the hell is going to happen. And also, I just feel like, this is new. Obviously, when someone is new in a relationship, there's going to show you their best sides and stuff. And how definitely do you know if you're going to like the side fact? How do you know if he could even be a dangerous person? So for me, these are the key factors that I think we need to really enhance, because for me, kudos to her if she's happy, but it's too early to be happy. Because
okay, I don't know about too early to be happy. But
no, it is.
For me, I mean, too early to like be that much in love. I would agree with you. For me, what strikes me first whenever I hear stories about these people, my first thought is like, okay, so how about I suggest you joining a cult and see where that goes? Because I'm like, I feel like if you're so susceptible to one person's convincing, you're going to be susceptible to other things. It's like, okay, so next thing you know, a Nigerian prince is emailing you and you guys turn out to be cousins kind of thing. Like, it just seems odd to me, because everyone thinks that they're not that person, and then I feel like
Until
if
you are.
and then I almost feel like if you were telling this story to her, like, hey, there's this lady who does this, this, and this, and she was like, and if she thought, I think that lady's being fooled, it's like, okay, well, it's you, so how do you feel about this now? In like the hindsight, or looking at someone who's doing it.
And
it's easier to tell from the outside.
In 2018, we know about catfish. Everyone knows that show. People pretending to be something different on Facebook, and then you fall in love, and they are the completely different person. That's number one. Number two, she's British. This is happening. She's British. So she knows how many either Nigerian or West African scammers they are, and they target older white women. You know, like, you watch the news, girl. Like how...
You're
another thing, this is the person behind the camera, behind, the scene. So you don't really fully know, no matter what they tell you, no matter how you have no idea what you're getting into. And I think for her to literally change her whole life dramatically like that instantly, I think is also a major kind of warning. Like, how would you just do that? Why don't you go meet the person,
mother of
get
nine,
to know, get to know the person first, probably see before you actually make that hasty decision. Because that once you make that decision, you can't go back. And plus, moving from one place to another is a major move.
Moving to a different country, changing your entire life, and also deciding that this person is more worth it than your kids. That's what I feel like about the cult aspect of this, like, brainwashing. It's
and
like,
that's what her ex-husband
did. It's like, this is just like, you have been, sold and sold and sold this image and this life by this person. And the thing is, it's like, whether it sounds bad or not, whoever they tend to be, they're good at what they do, okay? They're really good at taking advantage of people.
So we're not trying to be those girls who just like, I
love doesn't exist.
And I loved him. We're not those girls.
So does that mean, like, she's totally forgotten about the kids and her life? She's changed everything?
So she went for a month in Gambia. Then the ex-husband said that she actually borrowed him money to go back again. But her kids, obviously, they have a dad, etc., etc. But she's like in and out. She goes back and forth, but she's going back again. women in Gambia to get married. And also she's even been on Loose Women.
Great.
She's like trying to kind of publicize this.
Okay.
And for, as far as he's concerned, so she can generate money to be able to go back.
See, that's the thing. If the relationship revolves around her getting the money for this, because also like what is he doing for this relationship to live? It's just like dependent upon like her putting herself out there, her working.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm sure the next conversation is like, okay, so how do we get, now that you're married, get him to the UK kind of thing.
100%.
You know, it's like
it's textbook.
It's so,
it's
yeah,
crazy.
the problem is it's so predictable.